I think it's time we finally start talking about Tyrese Hailburton as one of the best point guards in the entire NBA. I mean, we're only in the second round of the playoffs, and we already seen Tyrese Hailburton hit 2 game winners in 2 different series. Tyrese Hailburton in these playoffs, he has been phenomenal. Tyrese Hailburton in these 2025 NBA playoffs, he's averaging 18 points, 10.7 assists, almost 11 assists. And the crazy thing is, these stats don't even tell you how good Tyrese Hailburton really is. To start off these playoffs, Tyrese Hailburton, he was in the playoffs with guys like Jokic, James Harden, Kay Cunningham, Jalen Brunson, and he still sits at number 1 at the most assists in this postseason. 10.7, Jokic is 9.6 next. Like I said, just because he's averaging 10 assists, it doesn't show how good he really is. Tyrese Hailburton, he's consistently generating looks for his teammates. He doesn't even have to have the ball. He just has IQ. He's pointing around like, pass it to this guy, he's going to be open. I'm going to cut through, he's going to be open. He's just one of those players who reads the game so easily, and he's underrated. That overrated stuff is honestly a lie, and I don't know why. I do know in the beginning of the season, he did start off the season pretty bad, honestly, but in that second half after All-Star game, was a much better player and a much different player, and he impacted his team so much, and he makes them one of the best offenses in this league today. I already know many people, they were saying that Tyrese Hailburton and the Pacers, they're facing weak teams, they're facing injured teams, but I mean, in round 1 they had the Bucks. Yes, Dame did get hurt, but that was the series they were going to win with or without Dame. Then this round right here, I do understand Mobley, Garland, and a lot of guys are hurt in this series, but you got to beat who's in front of you, and you got to compete, and that's what Tyrese Hailburton is doing. Even with him, with his lack of play in this game, he came up in that fourth quarter, and he was really clutch for his team, and that's just amazing to see. But the Pacers, they take a 2-0 lead versus the Cavs, and yes, they are up 2-0. They stole both of their games in the Cavs home, but I don't think this series is over yet, honestly. I do think Donovan Mitchell, he can steal a game in the Pacers home as well. He was really decent in this game as well, too. I think he had like 31 points. He was playing great basketball as well, but just remember, like, 3 of his star players, they're hurt. But like I said, I'm not trying to take anything away from the Pacers. They're a great team. They're a great offense, and I really think they could go far in this Eastern Conference playoffs if they just keep beating the teams that they need to, and the Cavs, they're in the way of that, so they just got to do what they got to do. But Tyrese Hailburton, and I'm just on that overrated stuff, Tyrese Hailburton, out of every single body in the NBA, he's the most overrated player to you guys. That's just crazy, and he shouldn't be the most overrated. I do feel like people voted him largely because he made the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Yes, many teams were hurt like the Knicks, and I forgot who they faced in round 1, but they were facing hurt teams, but that's not their fault. They have to beat who's in front of them, and that's what they did, and that's what they're going to do this season. It's looking like too. They got a 2-0 lead on the Cavs. The Cavs are hurt. What can they do? They can't just make Tyrese Hailburton hurt now and not play it. That's not how basketball works. But one thing I will say before I end this video is that Tyrese Hailburton, he does need respect. I mean, Tyrese Hailburton, he's leading one of the best offenses in the NBA. He's one of the best offensive players in the NBA. He's one of the best passers in the NBA. He's leading the NBA playoffs in assists. All these things I just named, and somehow he's the most overrated player of this season. It just makes no sense to me. He uplifts everyone on his team. He makes everyone better. They make each other better, but he's a huge reason why they are so good as they are right now. Tyrese Hailburton is. He's a floor general. He's someone that you want operating your offense and finding looks for everyone and just creating offense so that the team is good. And they're one of the best transition teams in the NBA for a reason. His passing is what makes them so great. Him pushing the ball up court to like Siakam or Miles Turner or Aaron, like who's just getting good looks and getting baskets at the rim. But like I said, let's respect Tyrese Hailburton. Great player, young player, and we will be seeing more of him for sure, especially if he's going to be in these Eastern Conference Finals. I know many people are not going to like that, but it's a possibility. 2-0 lead on a 60-win team Cavs. We never know what can happen. But like, comment, share, subscribe, 6 likes, and I'm out. See you guys in the next.